So the keyword strategy you're going to learn in this video is responsible for generating over $17,000 with one product. And I'm going to show you exactly how you can identify these keywords so you can go out and implement it for yourself. My name is Rakeem Madison. Let's get into the content. All right, so what you're looking at right now is a Google Doc that I created just for you. And it's literally going to go through every single step that I go through when it comes to finding profitable keywords. So you're going to make sure you pay close attention as I go through this. Now, if you want to get access to this Google Doc right now so you can have it as I'm going through it, then go ahead and click the first link down below in the description. That's all you got to do is just put your email in and I'll send it right over to you. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so as you can see right here, we got the results. I know I showed them earlier, but I'm a person of showing results so you can know that what I'm going to be teaching you in this video is something that actually works. So it's not like a waste of your time. All right, so you can see right here, I generated 97 customers. This was the last screenshot that I took. And then you can see $17,000 in sales. And then of course it shows the weekly earnings at that time. All right, so now I actually generated over 110 customers. So it really was over 20 grand that I was actually able to generate, right? So what I'm teaching you is it works. All right, so just pay close attention. Okay, so now we're gonna go to step number one. Pick a niche keyword that closely relates to the product. So think about the product that you're promoting. And then what I want you to do is I want you to find keywords that truly align with it, right? You don't really want to go with something that's like broad, because what'll happen is you'll create the video, and I'm speaking from experience. I've done this in the past. You'll create the video because it was more on the broad side of things, right? And so what you wanted to do is you wanted to create a valuable video and then try to include your product in, but it didn't truly align with what you were talking about in the video, right? So you didn't really get I didn't really get as much sales. Right? So I'm speaking from experience. So I don't want you to go through that path of, oh, I'm just going to create it, I'm going to put it out, and then hopefully some of the people click. You don't want that, right? So we're going to focus in and truly align with the product, okay? So let me actually show you this particular product here. So the product that I earned income up here, you can see right here it says virtual phone system, right? That was the keyword that I went with. Not the exact one, because we're going to get into the details of what you got to do to find those type of keywords. But then you can see under that it says virtual phone system for small business. So ultimately this was actually the one that I actually ended up going with. But why did I end up going with it? That's the real question, right? Okay, so when I got here, I was like, okay, virtual phone system, because I understood what the product was. It was a business phone system, right? So literally a business owner can use the phone that they already have, their cell phone, download an app on their phone, and then now they can differentiate between personal calls and business calls, right? It has the app and the app will show up instead. All right, boom, that's the product. So now when I go do my keyword research, I have to make sure everything closely aligns with that. All right, so now boom, virtual phone system for small business. Now you also have to think about the target audience as well, right? I knew that the company, their target audience was small business, right? Because a small business owner, they're trying to focus on their business. They don't have time to be constantly answering the phone, right? Because they're trying to do what they do best. So if they can have an automated system that pretty much answers the phone for them while they're taking care of whatever they have, if they actually have to get on the phone, then they can go ahead and pick up the phone if they really want to, but the system automates that for them. So you can kind of start to see like how valuable this phone system is, right? So then you can see there's other keywords: Grasshopper virtual phone system, VMOS virtual phone system, virtual assistant phone system. I even could have went with that one, but I didn't because of the other things that you're going to learn. All right, so we're going to go to step number 2. Okay, so step number 2 is very, very important. Analyze the demand and CPC for the keyword. So there's 2 steps in that. All right, so now the first thing, we're going to look at how many searches does the keyword get, right? So obviously you're going to need a keyword research tool to be able to find out this information. So you can see right here, the first keyword, virtual phone system for small business, it gets 1,000 to 10,000 searches per month. And then the other one, which I added a best in front of that, it gets 100 to 1,000 searches per month. Now, if I was paying for ads with Google Ads right now, they would show me the exact number it gets. But because I'm not paying for ads right now, it's just showing me the range. So this lets us know that people care about it, right? It has demand, both of them. But then how do you determine like which one you should choose between the two, right? So one of the things you got to understand is like there's advertisers that pay Google and YouTube right now. They pay them so that they can show up in front of your YouTube videos. So what I want you to think about when it comes to analyzing the demand and the CPC, which is what the advertisers are paying YouTube, or what the advertisers are paying YouTube and Google, those are the important numbers. So then if we go down, and I'm gonna show you where I'm getting this information from, you can see how much do advertisers pay Google and YouTube, right? So let's go over like what this stuff right here means, right? So we got top of page bid, low range, top of page bid, high range. All right, so let me show you exactly what that means. So if I go over here to Google real quick, and then I'll type in the exact same keyword, right? So I'm gonna type virtual phone system, and then we're just gonna go for small business, right? Okay, so first thing you're gonna notice is that there's ads that are showing up, right? So it says sponsored, there's an ad right here, here's another ad, here's another ad, here's another ad, right? So this is considered the high range, right? So when we go back to that Google Doc, that's what this means. This means high range. Now, over on YouTube, you're gonna see the exact same thing. So if I type in virtual phone system. Now, it might look a little bit different because we're dealing with videos, but you can see this would be considered the high range ad right here. So this person is spending quite a bit of money, which you're going to see here in a few seconds, right? So let's go back over here to the Google Doc for now. Okay, so you can see for virtual phone system for small business, which gets way more searches, you can see the range that advertisers are willing to pay is $28 on the low range, which is the ads that were at the bottom of Google, and then $112.04 on average. So think about that. $28 to $112 is what they're paying to get a click. So to basically show up in front of your content, right? So this right here not only benefits you when you're finding keywords to promote your products, it also benefits you when we're talking about making more AdSense money, right? Because if advertisers are willing to pay more, then YouTube is going to make more, which means that you're going to make more. All right, so hopefully that's starting to make sense. All right, now let's go and look at this keyword, best virtual phone system for small business. Now, it gets less searches, but if we go down here, top of page bid is $23, which might seem a little bit low, right? But if you want to show up high, look at that, $142.95. So when you think about profitability, if they're spending all of that money to get in front of your content so they can get more leads and sales for their business, then it's profitable both for you to use those keywords and organic content, and then also when it comes to content that you want to make more AdSense revenue on, right? Because you already know that advertisers are spending the money to show up in front of your stuff, right? It just makes perfect sense. All right, so now let's go to the next step, right? Because not only do you want to take, the word of the keyword research tool. Now, obviously, I'm using a keyword tool called Google Ads Keyword Planner, right? So if I come over here and type the same keyword, let's just go ahead and do that again, virtual phone system, and I just type that in and I hit get results. If you look right here, it shows me all that data, right? So let me move me out of the way so you can see what I'm talking about. So you see right here, it says virtual phone system gets 1,000 to 10,000 searches. And then if I go over here, look at it now, it's changed, right? So you can see $20, $100. All right, so let's look at another one. Virtual phone system for small business. Okay, you can see the numbers change, right? 25 to 118 now. And then right here, it says 23 to 142.95. So that's pretty much the same. And then you can see, look at all these high numbers when we're talking about virtual phone system for small business, right? Just think about the profitability of those. Imagine if you can actually rank your videos. And I talk a lot about that here on this channel, is getting your stuff ranked. So now you have the spot that these advertisers want. Even though they show up a little bit above you, they would rather not be paying $142 to get a click, right? Imagine getting that organically. And this is the type of stuff that you can actually do when you implement what I'm sharing with you here. All right. So this is the keyword tool. Now we're going to do the live check, because yeah, I can look at these numbers and be like, oh yeah, these keywords is profitable, right? But then what I can do is I can verify that myself. Now, obviously I already did that a little bit earlier in the video, but you go over to Google itself and all you're doing is typing your same keyword that you want to go for. And if ads show up like this, that's telling you that they're spending money on it, right? And then do the same thing over on YouTube and boom, you're going to see all these ads. And at that point, I say, okay, boom, this is the keyword that I'm going to go with, because now I can see there is profitability there. The advertisers are paying Google and YouTube. And then not only that, you can make more AdSense revenue because you're using what I would call high profit keywords, because those are the keywords that people are already spending money on. So hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them for you. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.